Improving achievement at low-performing schools by improving leadership. Hello, I'm Kelly Lynn, and this is Comcast Newsmakers. Joining me at this hour is Michelle Pierre-Farid. She is Executive Director of New Leaders for New Schools. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
Tell me about this program and how it works.
Well, thank you. So the program is actually a one-year residency program, and so our organization recruits, selects high-performing teachers and other high-performing people in their schools, and then puts them into a one-year training program. And so they actually sit under a mentor principal for 1 year, and they have classes with us every week, and they sit there and learn about what are the best practices they need to do to improve student achievement. And then at the end of the year, we assess how they're doing, and then they go and apply to be a principal at one of the surrounding schools in D.C.
Are they guaranteed a position after that 1 year?
They are not guaranteed a position. They have to show and prove that they can actually move student achievement in schools.
How do you do that? How do you show and prove
So
that?
they have to show throughout the year. We have assessments that they have to do, and we assess on exactly what have they moved in their schools. So they have to show in literacy and math what they have done to support the kids in the schools that they're in.
So they're not just watching, they're working in this 1 year.
They're working extremely hard. So we always align it to what a doctor does, and so, you know, they go through a residency program, and so do our new leader residents.
This is a national program?
Yes, it is. It's in 9 cities across the country.
And how have you decided where you're going to be located?
Well, our founder, John Schnurr, and now our new CEO, Jean Desirvines, believes in that we need to be in the areas that need us the most. And so when you think about the cities that we're in, New York City, Newark, Baltimore, New Orleans, we're also in Memphis, Bay Area, and Charlotte. And so when they look around the country, they sit there and go, who would need the support of great leaders to make great schools? And then different cities will actually apply to host new leaders, and then we go to those cities.
It is a popular program. Many apply, but only a few are selected.
That is very true. For the past 10 years, we have only had a 7% selection rate. We're very highly selected because we truly believe that this program is only for people who are going to actually really make a difference and get dramatic gains for children. But we're broadening our program this year to actually support teachers in our new Emerging Leaders program. So we know that teacher leaders can make an impact in schools as well.
All right, you can talk a lot about this program because you are a product of it. Tell me about your involvement. Tell me how you were selected and what that meant for your career.
Yeah, so I was a teacher in Baltimore, and I was very excited. I loved working, and then I read this article about this new organization starting in D.C., and I said, let me find out a little bit about it. I drove down, met John Schnurr, and he said it's a civil right that a child can have a great education. And from that moment, I knew that I wanted to impact more than just the 25 students that I had in my classroom. I applied. I actually didn't think I was going to get in because it was so rigorous. And then I was the first person selected for the cohort for 2003. And I was so excited to be able to be here. I became a resident at Minor Elementary School. Then I became a principal at Tyler Elementary School after my year as a resident.
Tell me about the changes you were able to put in place. Very impressive.
So the changes were that I really want to focus on all my students thinking about they were going to go to college. And that's our belief in New Leaders, that we are preparing our children for college and career that they choose. And so every classroom was named after the alma mater of the teacher. Every morning we had a student creed that they were getting brighter and smarter every single day based on the work that they did as students. I worked with each of my teachers through rigorous conversations around the curriculum and said, what does each child in your classroom need to be successful, to get dramatic gains? And I was very proud of the teachers that I had in both of my schools that I worked in, and we got over 50% gains at Tyler Elementary School and 30% gains at Friendship Southeast.
That is just terrific. If people want more information, they can go to your website.
Yes, which is www.nlns.org.
Very nice. Michelle Pierre-Farid, Executive Director of New Leaders for New Schools. Thank you for coming.
Thank you so much for having me.
I am Kelly Lynn, and you've been watching Comcast Newsmakers. For more information about events happening in your community, go to Comcast On Demand and click Get Local.